I think that slow living is often misunderstood. Individual definitions can vary. Slow living for me doesn't mean slowing down at all. Quite the opposite, actually. To me, it means finding focus, devoting all your attention to just one thing, rather than trying to master multiple tasks at once. Freeing the mind from distractions. And choosing intently which tasks to focus on. Doing this often leads to better outcomes. In today's world, we often take on too much. We love to fill our schedules with all the things that are supposed to be good for us, which results in stretching ourselves thin, diminishing the quality of our work. As individuals, we view the world in unique ways. We can see a tree, for example, as a living being, as a kingdom to reign, or as an inspiration for creation. It's all about our approach to each subject, object, or matter. It is about us, a mindset. I believe everything can be as good or as bad as you want it to be, or as simple, or as magical. Everything I see is not only something that just happens to be there, but a consequence of my feelings and opinions. I like to view the things I see, choices I make, and feelings I express as treasures. Treasures are the things I've chosen, decisions I've made along the way, things I've seen, or objects that carry a story or a certain memory or feeling. Some things are objects that I can carry, but what about treasures that you cannot see? If I write them all down or record them in this video, then they will have the ability to live on. These experiences and thoughts that I share will no longer be treasures alone. They become something bigger the moment I share them with you. They have the ability to spread wonder, to provoke exploration and outdoor play. That way, my treasures can explode into many treasures. Treasures that can be cherished around the world by each of you. What a beautiful morning. I needed this. We've had some new subscribers recently, so I thought that I would tell you guys a bit about us. I grew up in Scarborough, Ontario, and stayed in the Greater Toronto area for most of my life until I moved to Newfoundland when I was 32. I had always wanted to live in another country or just try moving away somewhere. The opportunity for a job here came up, so I decided to take the leap. Finley was 3.5 years old. We packed everything into our Jeep that we could, sold and donated everything, and hit the road for a couple months actually, and really made a trip out of it. We were so free. It was so wonderful just having what we needed with us. Nothing more. Life was simple. I was a registered veterinary technician for 15 years, and the last couple years I've been focusing on being a mom. Becoming a mom was one of the best and craziest and most wild experiences I have ever been through. If you're pregnant or having kids or thinking about it, I urge you to do your research about natural childbirth. I had midwives. They were absolutely amazing, and it was just the most special experience. Childbirth is one of those experiences that I think so many of us miss out on. Hospitals and doctors are there for reasons, and they're there for emergencies, but childbirth is not an emergency in my mind. It's something that can be beautiful and wonderful if you let it, and if you have a good mindset going into it. Finley is 7, and she is so special. She is so creative and kind and such a good big sister. Logan is energetic and brave. He's so brave. He is so funny too. He's very silly. He's just such a sweet little guy. He's so agile. My world focuses around them now. So that's why I stepped away from being a vet tech, and honestly it's been such a good change. I think I really needed it. I was quite burnt out in Toronto when I left, just towards the tail end of COVID. I worked downtown there. It was rough. I really needed a change of scenery, a change of pace. And when I first got here with Finley, it was pretty difficult. I was by myself with her, no family, not really any friends. It was challenging, but it's times like that where you learn the most. I learned so much about myself. I was able to get in the outdoors so much more, and we spent all our time together other than when I was at work. Jared is a masonry laborer by trade. We are city folk. As much as I've wanted to get out of the city my whole life, I haven't been able to until now. So you're going to be watching two complete newbies. Jared was born and raised in St. John's. He is what we call a townie. We met on I'm not even gonna lie about this, a Tinder date. I didn't know anybody in town, so yeah, that's how we met. I am also a yoga teacher. I haven't taught many classes. A lot of that program was really to deepen my own practice, but yoga is a part of most of my days. I really enjoy it. Miss Trout is 3 years old now. She showed up at my work one day with a fractured femur and was surrendered as a 9-week-old puppy. She recovered well now, and she had lots of rehab. She did wonderful, and I don't think you could really even tell that she had a fracture anymore. If you watched a couple videos ago, we purchased our first home, our place to start our homestead, and we're going to be even more remote there. We're going to live so close to nature. I can't wait. We are starting this as two complete newbies. I mean, I've worked with animals, but not farm animals, other than a little bit of experience in school. So it should get interesting. If you're still watching this video, I'm going to reward you with a little secret. Our homestead that we purchased last month, we got for an amazing deal. We actually purchased our cabin on an acre for $34,000. No property taxes, so that's why we chose it. I know a lot of you have suggested getting a larger property, but that's why we purchased that one. We are starting off debt-free, and this is the best way for us to start a homestead.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you.
We hope to be back at the cabin as soon as we can, but the problem is that we purchased it too late into winter. The access is the issue. We'd like to find a really old truck and put a plow on that, but we have half a kilometer to get into our cabin, and there's a lot of snow that way. As for plans with the homestead, there's a lot we have to do there. It's gonna be hard for me to not jump into 800 things at once. I am famous for taking on way more than I should. So at least I know that about myself. I'll try and be patient with it. For the front of the house, we're gonna replace that deck and potentially have it enclosed, covered, just so we have sort of a bit of a mudroom and a bug-free space. I know bug season is going to be treacherous there, and at some point we'll build an outdoor kitchen. I'd like to build a greenhouse this summer. We need to build wood storage. We need to build a little barn for our animals. Cabin is completely off-grid. It came with a Bluetti 200 Max. On Black Friday we purchased the BK300, I think it's called, the expansion battery for that, and there's a 350 watt solar panel there already. We are going to purchase some more solar panels and mount them on the roof once we finish that. The cabin came with a propane fridge and propane stove. Previous owner had purchased a lot of materials that are sitting there to be installed. There are two brand new windows sitting in the shed for the upstairs, and they're bigger. We have to install a new rain collection system, having a lot more storage as we're going to be there full time. I have some ideas for that so we can have water storage that doesn't freeze in the winter. Right now there is no hot water We're gonna have to install a propane on-demand hot water there. We're just gonna keep things as simple as possible and build within our means as we can. I love gardening. I am fairly new to it though. I have only been in rentals my whole life, so I haven't invested very much time or money into any gardens I've had. The previous owner had a garden there, and I believe there's some perennials growing. I'll have to have a better look at it this spring. I am beyond excited to have my own garden finally. Jared is an amazing man and an extremely hard worker. I have no doubts that we'll be able to accomplish all our dreams there. Our homestead also needs a name, so I'm working on that one. I'll let you know when I come up with that. I feel like it's gonna have to be something based on an experience we had there. We'll see. I have never been someone that has been able to articulate my thoughts to others well. For some reason, I'm able to do that with you. Allowing myself to be completely vulnerable and share thoughts that I would have never spoken to anybody otherwise. It's allowed me to find ways to communicate. This channel has become my journal. I mean, when I'm making these videos, I write down my thoughts or inspirations or things I hear in my day-to-day life that I think would be good things to share. And then I put them all together and I tell you them in these videos. It's been such a good thing for me to go through. Therapeutic. So, thanks for listening. I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys today. If you have any other questions for us or want to know anything else about us, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.